Ika-san, Omiyo Gallery, Day 109, Ojo Obatala, Day of the Man in the White Cloth. Cassava, the vegetable, that once grew in South America and then was brought to Africa and now grows all around as the root of a shrubbery. There's like a tree and then there's roots, and then under the shrubbery there's a big brown root and you cut it open, pure white cassava. Cassava, the vegetable, once it's grated after it's rinsed, needs to dry out at 60 degrees or less, or like between, needs to be hot but don't scorch it. It is very cold here. Let's walk and talk. It is very cold here. It doesn't feel cold, it feels nice. I have 3 jumpers on. It's like 7 degrees. And it doesn't get above 21 degrees very often. It's not going to get above 21 degrees till June. I don't know. It is cold. And I have a bucket of cassava. So you'd say, lady, Ia Ifa, Otowo's child, how are you going to dry your cassava? So, I could use an oven and make it 50 degrees maybe. But you have to watch that oven for 3 hours. Don't let it turn off. Don't forget it's in there. Don't go out for the day. Don't go to sleep for the night. That's one way. I could use a fire. I could put it on a mesh grill near a fire and hope it's at 30 degrees and drying and not going moldy. So once it's not wet, it needs to be drying, right? Could use a fire. Could use a warm room. Could put it in could squish all the water out of it through a muslin cloth. Could put it in a mesh bag or something, rattle it around every once in a while. Warm room, right? Not ideal. I like this option though. It might be this. I could use I could use a shop-bought dehumidifier, dehydrator. Plug it into some electricity. See if it'll let me cook it at like 40 degrees Celsius. I don't know Fahrenheit. I don't know them. I'm in the UK. It's yeah, it's lovely. So could do some 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I could put it near a boiler, gas boiler. Would it get full of gas fumes? I'm not trying that one, tempting as it would be. But warm room is I could put it in a mesh bag near the radiator, and I only turn the radiator on when I go in the room. So I could turn it on. While it's on, it'll be starting to dry the cassava, like 2.5 hours of being on. And when it's off, cassava will be drier than it was, cooling down, hopefully not going moldy, in time for the next day when it gets more drying. So the air goes up, and maybe you open a window or door a bit to let the moisture out that came into the room. So open the door for half hour of the day, and that way I could dry my cassava. But why am I drying cassava? For Shango, for Africa culture, and for worldwide culture. So interfaith culture means acclimatize, and it's not going to stop. And when you find your heritage of who you once were, you get to live it and stand next to other people living theirs, and you get to share your vegetables. I don't know. Share your vegetables. That's my take on it. And particularly with Obatala, Obatala is for everyone. But it is a crossing. You have to learn how to share it. And if you have not learned how to share it when you're in the same room, people will get offended, right? I don't mean share it like make them eat the same way as you every single day if they've got their own way of eating, or make them interact the same way every day. They have their own way, but when we're in a room together, we have to share it with some cultural norm that we understand. Yes, please do. Thank you. So, that's my sharing is that I have a temple Omiyo. It's run by me. I can't be there all the time. Can't always sit with the door open. I was sitting there yesterday grating the cassava. I was sitting on the floor grating cassava. But come in and interrupt me if I'm there, because the share it is me sharing my life. I won't stop it and sit and wait for you 8 hours a day, because restful is really bad for you actually. So just sit and wait, like an all day sit and wait. If you definitely know no one's going to talk to you. Depends where you are and what your Ori is. I'm Oren Miller Ori. So do you know how divine is divine? They throw Ikinut from hand to hand. I'm active. I'm farmer, okay? I'm Akko the farmer. I'm Oren Miller. I'm descended from the man or woman who walks with a stick up the hill to survey some land and walk around and listen and then respond. So I can't be sit all day, 8.5 hours, just wait for somebody. So you have to interrupt if I'm in there. If the light is on the left by Eshu, it is an open shop temple gallery. Come inside. Omiyo. Let's say Omiyo. Temple. Temple. Gallery. Gallery. If you live far away, you just have further to come to get there. If you look and I'm not there, the number's on the door. I live half a mile away. Text the number. Text it something. I'm at Omiyo. I'm at Omiyo. My name is Modi. I'm at Omiyo. My birthday is this. I'm at Omiyo. My mother's maiden name is Aberflamu. Is Lewin. Is Clark. What you like? Okay. And that's it. That's faith. That's faith. I arrived at it. It will arrive at me. Yamoya. Ashe.